Hello, my friends. Happy Friday Eve day. I'm going to check the tech really quick and make sure we're actually live in the Facebook group like I want to be. Give me 1 second. Yep, I see us. There we are. I am so excited, you guys. Today we have a guest expert that you are going to want to hear from. But first, I want to kind of give you a little lay of the land in case you're new to me and I'm new to you. We've got Facebook, YouTube on the laptop. So YouTubers, if you have questions or comments for Andrea when we get finished, even if it's tomorrow or next week, pop them in the comments. And if I don't know the answer, I will track her down and we will get you an answer. And Facebookers, if you would go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give StreamYard permission for us to see your name so that when you comment or ask a question, it doesn't just say Facebook user. That makes me kind of sad. Then I don't know your name and I can't shout you out. All right. My guest expert today, she is going to talk to us about video, how we can overcome our fears and self-doubt about doing live video. And you know how much I love video. That I have a free training in the Facebook group, Video is King and Audio is Queen. And it talks about all the reasons why we should be doing video. But first, I want to introduce myself also. In case you're new to me and I'm new to you, I am Tracy Beavers. I am your business and sales coach. And with almost 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth, I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you attract those ideal clients and grow your email list without paid ads. You can get the income you want and grow your email list with ease. When you coach with me, I give you a clear roadmap of action steps, all laid out, easy to follow, so you know exactly what you need to do every single day, and we get to your goals together. And every strategy I teach you, everything we do together is going to lead to your email list growth. All roads lead to list building for me, and that's what I teach my clients. And if having a roadmap sounds great to you, and you're tired of feeling overwhelmed and unclear, reach out and set a free info call, and let's talk about what's going on. And I love to shout you out. You know that I do this every week. The past few weeks, I've been shouting out my students in the Business Visibility Made Easy program. This program wrapped up this week. It's 8 weeks long. It reopens in the middle of January. They have made so much progress. They've gained a ton of clarity about how to be more visible. Everything that they can do in their business, like I was talking about, leads to growth in their email list, and they're figuring all of it out, and all the strategies are layering on one on top of the other. They're getting clear with our calls to action. They're going live on social media with confidence and with excitement. So they connect deeply with their clients, which is something I'm sure Andrea is going to talk to us about today. So I could go on and on and on about all the fun we've had in the past 8 weeks and everything they've done. But I won't bore you with any more of that. If you want to join the next round of Business Visibility Made Easy, jump on the wait list. The program reopens January 2023. And if you're on the wait list, you're going to get special offers and discounts that no one else will get. And so far, I have over 150 people on the wait list. And the seats are limited to just 30 people in the next round. So you do not want to miss this. Go to tracybeavers.com/BVME for Business Visibility Made Easy. And I know my assistant Jill's going to pop the link in the comments. All right, so tell us if you're live here. If you're catching the replay, when you watch the replay, just do #replay so we can see that you are here. And again, if you're on StreamYard, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission for us to see your name. So today's topic, how to use video to get new coaching clients, even if you hate how you look, you don't know what to say, you don't know how to edit your videos. This is going to be so, so good, you guys. I want to introduce my friend, Andrea. Andrea Stenberg is a video marketing coach. She helps coaches like me and you and other experts that are growing their businesses online use short live video to get new clients. And if you don't know what to say, you hate how you look, you're intimidated by the technology, she is the person that can help you quickly and confidently make those client attracting videos. You know, I'm all about a good attraction marketing strategy rather than a push message. We want to do a pull message. She's the person that can teach you how to do it. So stop making it up as you go along and start using a proven video strategy to attract new clients. She is an award-winning blogger, and her experience includes creating a marketing campaign that has generated $1.3 million in sales in a single year. Wow. And growing a client's Facebook page by 361% in 2 months, and being in the top 5% of most viewed profiles on LinkedIn. Welcome, Andrea. We are so, so excited that you are giving us the gift of your time. Is there anything that I missed in that bio that you want to add?
No, that's kind of me in a nutshell.
Okay, awesome. So I cannot wait for us to talk about this because several people reached out when they saw A few days ago when we posted the Facebook event and we put it on LinkedIn, and they were like, oh my gosh, I have to be there. I want to catch this. I may be on the replay, but they're all excited about it. So you know that I fully support what you teach, because video is so key to not only attracting our clients to us and because it lets us showcase our expertise, but it also deepens that know, like, and trust factor that is really, really needed for them to be our clients. So that's my opinion about video, but I want to ask you now, what do you think makes video so important for the small business owner?
Well, there's kind of three main reasons. The first one is Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest. Everybody is saying do more video.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I think you should work for Facebook for free. It's because like their own internal stats are showing us that people watch videos, videos get more engagement. People are more likely to share videos, and people spend more time watching your videos than any other types of posts. And as a coach or a consultant or any other kind of business owner, the more time somebody spends with you on social media, the better chance they have to get to know, like, and trust you. So, like when Facebook says do more video, believe them. Like it's to their benefit because they make money when we spend time on Facebook, but it's also to your benefit as a coach or any kind of business owner, because you want people to spend time with you and get to know you.
Right.
And then the second thing is what you kind of alluded to, but it lets people see your face, hear your voice, hear your enthusiasm, get a taste for your personality. And when I'm working with coaches, one of the things that I think a lot of coaches really struggle with is how do I be unique? How do I stand out from the competition? Because unless you've invented some kind of like radical new widget or something,
Right.
like a lot of coaches feel like there's nothing special about me. And I'm saying it's you, your face, your personality. Unless you have an evil twin who's trying to destroy your business, you are unique. And that's going to be the thing that attracts you. And like, you can think about, I've worked with different coaches myself, and I might have heard 10 coaches say the same thing, but there's one that said it in a way that spoke to my heart, that really made me feel like, oh, they get me. They know what I'm doing. And that's what video does for you as a small business owner, is it lets the people who are most likely going to be attracted to you go, oh, Tracy Beavers, she's the one for me. And that's the real power of video. It lets people get to know, like, and trust you, and lets the right people get to know you. And then the third reason is stats show 86% of people say they have made a purchase after watching a video from the company talking about it. And I know that's the same with me. Like I'm actually not a big like online shopper, but I have in the last year made several significant purchases after seeing a video and going, oh, I need that. That's going to solve this problem for me. And so,
Nice.
that's the reason as business owners, we need to double down on doing video to, as you said, build that know, like, and trust.
Yeah. I love the point you made about how you help your clients fully understand that they truly, even though they don't feel like they have anything new or inventive to say, the fact that they are in the space using their gifts and talents with their unique personality, because nobody delivers anything like Andrea Stenberg does. Nobody delivers anything like Tracy Beavers does. And I love that you remind them of that, because I think so many times we think we're not special. And that stuff that goes on in your head. But I love that point that you made. So what I want to know, and I bet my listeners want to know this too, how did you get started helping coaches with video? What was it that you said, this is the thing, this is what I want to do?
Well, I started my business in 2005, before Facebook, before LinkedIn, before online video.
Wow.
And, but, as social media started, I started seeing the benefit and started helping people. And so it was pretty early on when I saw that video was really important. And it was about 4 or 5 years ago, beginning of the year, when I'm making my goals for the year. My number one goal was to make more video that year. And you want to know how many I made?
Tell me.
4.
In a year?
And in the whole year, and for exactly the same reasons everybody hates doing video, is I
Yes.
didn't know what to say. I didn't like how I looked on camera, and the tech intimidated the heck out of me.
Yes.
And, you know, but as a marketer, I knew how important it was. So I had to find a way to figure it out. And so I finally got past myself and started doing it. But I made every mistake there is possible to be made. Like I did some horrible backgrounds, bad lighting, bad audio. I did one webinar where I actually presented for a whole 90 minutes, but I'd forgotten to press go live. So I was
Oh,
basically talking to myself and then of course everybody was texting me and emailing me, but being a good presenter, I'd turned off my phone. I turned off. So I
oh
spoke
my
for an hour and a
God.
half and nobody heard me. So I have made every mistake there is to be made.
Oh,
And I just thought, you know what? I want to help other coaches and other online business owners not make the mistakes I made. Make some new mistakes, make
right.
some new mistakes, but avoid
Right.
the obvious mistakes. And I think one of the things that makes me um, a little bit more approachable for some coaches is like a lot of people who do what I do come from a film or television background.
That's a
And
good point.
I don't like, I really am self-taught. I've taken courses with other people, but I've been in the trenches. I know, I know how bad it can be. I've seen some of my early videos and went, oh my God, people saw that. And so
And I'm only laughing because I've done the same thing. If you knew that my first videos, my gosh, y'all don't go back and watch them because I was a snore.
but the thing of it is like, if I can do it, truly anybody else can do it. I don't have any special skills. I'm not, I don't have some secret magic. It's just I've done enough of them that I
Mhm.
know where you're going to make mistakes and I
Yeah.
can help you avoid the worst ones. Like you're
Yes.
still going to make mistakes because we're human beings and
Right.
nobody's perfect. Think about if you watch a live television broadcast, like say the news or, some sporting event, these
Mhm.
professional broadcasters who that's what they do all day long still make mistakes.
Yes.
So,
And
you
I think
don't
it
have to
makes
be
you,
perfect, but you don't want to forget to go live.
but I think those mistakes make us more human because I know when I'm watching Savannah Guthrie on the Today Show, if she makes a mistake or says a word wrong or something, that just endears me to her even more. I think, and I experienced this. And the reason why I was laughing so hard is because those early videos I did, Andrea, you would shudder if you could see them because I thought I had to be anchor woman perfect. I had to have my hair perfect and my outfit perfect and the perfect earrings, and I had to say all the perfect words at the same time. Da 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 da. And it was, and then, but doing it, I started to find my groove. And I started to figure out what felt good for me. And I'll never forget this. It was a few months in, I was doing live video and I did one day and it felt really good. It felt really authentic. It was looser. I'd loosened up some. Was letting my personality show a little bit more. And one of my friends texted me and she goes, "That's the best live video you've ever done. I don't know what you did differently, but you need to keep doing more of that." And I was like, well, okay. Maybe I'm onto something.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my gosh.
amazing.
So tell us, I know that they're gonna my Facebook group members are gonna want to know how. Can you give us some examples of the how the videos help the entrepreneurs get the new clients? I mean, we know the what and the why, but give us some examples of the how of what you do.
Okay, well, one example is Natalie. She's a business coach and she still had her full-time business. She was building her coaching practice on the side.
Mhm.
And she's like really smart, very good speaker, but she really didn't want to do video. Like
Yeah.
she really resisted it. But she finally got convinced, all right, I'm going to do one video, but I'm going to do it and then I'm going to delete it right away because I just want to practice and know that I know how to do it.
So funny.
So she did her live video. She, shared some of her expertise and knowledge.
Mhm.
And then she kind of got distracted and didn't delete it right away. And then she went back to delete it. And there was a bunch of people had liked it. And she's like, oh my God, people saw me. And then she thought, well, wait a sec. People saw me. So she
Mhm.
decided, well, I'm going to leave it overnight. I'll just think about it and decide
Right.
whether or not. The next day, an executive director of an organization that all their members were Natalie's potential ideal clients sent her a message on LinkedIn and said, I just saw your video. I really like what you're teaching. We need that. we'd like to hire you to create a program for our members. And so because they saw her
Nice.
expertise and heard, saw her value, she
Mhm.
ended up getting a client to, do this program. But then because she's speaking in front of all her ideal clients, that went on to like snowballed into
Right.
other work because she had this perceived authority. So just
Nice.
and it's, obviously not everybody is going to get their like the dream client in your first video, but that's the whole thing with marketing is it's not something you do once and go, oh, there, I've done that, I can move on to another task. It's,
Mhm.
when you get the right message in front of the right person at the right time, and you
Mhm.
never know when the right time is going to be. That's why you
Right.
have to keep doing it. But
Mhm.
sharing your expertise is, and letting people see that, that's what gives you the opportunity.
Yeah, that consistency, staying in front of them and delivering value and being patient, patience and consistency. I teach that all the time. Yeah, and I love that example. So she kind of got out of her own way there a little bit.
Yeah, and
Pretty
she
cool.
wasn't expecting anything from it, and she just kind of let it go, and
Mhm.
then she at first she was horrified, and she told me she was mad that she'd gotten pushed into doing this video, but then look at the results. So it really
Right.
is about, just giving it a try.
Mhm.
And, the first videos are not going to be as good as your 100th video or your 200th video, but you never get good if you never start. So you need to start. And, Natalie started and she's kept going. And
Yeah.
it's just amazing.
Do you have another example of a client and how it helped them too?
Yeah. So Sylvia actually made physical products. She makes these beautiful decorative wreaths that she sells on Etsy. But she also wanted to create a membership site where she could teach people how to make their own.
Nice.
And she didn't have any kind of the traditional assets other than her Etsy page.
Mhm.
So, I got her to start doing some video. And I
Mhm.
said, like, don't teach everything, but show some before and after. You can show some of the process. And then we were going to use it to build her email list. So once she got her list big enough, she could launch her program. Well, we'd only been working together for about 4 months when she started getting people, and she started building a Facebook group of people, and she started getting people message her saying, "Are you gonna do a program? Because I will pay you." Like, people were like
Yeah.
standing, "I will pay you now." And
Nice.
so she had planned to do, like, 6 or 12 months to build an email list and then launch, but she had people standing up saying, "Here's my credit card. How do I pay you?"
I love
And
it.
so she was able to go faster just by sharing her love of the crafting, sharing her personality,
Mhm.
and people going, "I wanna do that too."
Right.
So, yeah, so it can happen sometimes faster than you think. So you build the strategy, but sometimes it goes faster.
Mhm. I like that. That's really cool. So what would you say to, let's say you're working with me and let's say I'm not an extrovert and I'm shy, on the shy side, and I also don't really like the way I look. I'm feel like I'm 10 pounds overweight or whatever, and I'm having all that self-doubt. I don't like the way I sound. Oh my gosh, if I'm having all these feelings. What would you say to me to help me reframe that into getting the confidence I need to actually do this?
Well, I mean, one of the things is that I did is before I started doing video, I almost never wore makeup. Like, I just didn't. And there is a whole crew of women on YouTube who are teaching women over 40 and over 50 how to do makeup, which is what I did to learn to do makeup, because I have an autoimmune condition. And if I don't have makeup, I look like I have two black eyes.
Oh, wow.
So I learned how to do makeup just so that I could feel confident enough to go on camera. So that's like
Nice.
one. And like, you see a lot of the men who are teaching people how to do stuff saying, "Oh, just, go live. You don't have to do anything fancy." And I'm like, okay, that's nice for you. But if you're a woman and you are, a woman of a certain age, or like me, you
Mhm.
have an autoimmune condition, or you have dark circles, or whatever the thing is that you don't like, I say, if makeup is the thing that gives you the confidence, do it.
Yeah.
And, dress so that you feel, you're the best you can be. Like, I'm wearing dress pants, even though nobody's going to see it because we're on camera like this, and you're just seeing me
That's
from a distance.
awesome.
But I wear them because that's what makes me feel good, makes me feel professional. So
Right.
do whatever you can to make yourself feel good.
Okay.
The second thing is, and I think, and I know that was this with for me and for a lot of people, is you focus on yourself. That's when you get self-conscious. But if you can reframe it and think, okay, there is somebody out there who is struggling and they need help and they don't know where to go,
Mhm.
and I'm the solution for them, and it is my obligation to help them see that there can be an answer to their problem. And if you can focus on that, you stop being so worried about whether you said it perfectly or whether your makeup is right or whether your hair is frizzy or whatever the problems is. If you really focus on the other person and the
Mhm.
person that you're trying to help, it becomes so much easier because it's not about you then, it's about them and it's about helping people. And most of us who are coaches and consultants, like really the main reason we did it is because we want to help people. So
Yes.
if we go back to that thing that we are so
Mhm.
passionate about, it makes it easier to forget about the things that we worry. And then
Yes.
the third thing is, my virtual writing guru, Natalie Goldberg, she's got a book called Wild Mind, and she's got these
Okay.
exercises for unleashing your creativity. And she's got these rules of writing, which I think can easily translate to making your first videos. And one of the things she says is give yourself permission to write the worst crap in the world. And because you can't get better until, and so just do it. And so give yourself permission
Yeah.
to make the worst video in the world, which I promise you, you won't because I did it. I made the worst video in the world. But give yourself
It's already
permission
been
to
done.
do
No one
it,
else can do it.
because one of the nice things about when you first start
Mhm.
is not as many people are going to see it as when you've been doing it for a year and you've been consistent at it, then you get more people. So your first videos, probably not a lot of people are going to see them. So if they're less than perfect, if they're less professional than you would like,
Mhm.
it's not, you're not doing it in front of a full stadium. You're doing it in front of, you know, a handful of friends in your living room. It's
Right. Your
really
mom
the
and your sister.
equivalent is.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really, really great point. So I like point number 2 because it's also what I help my clients with. Um, when we're trying to overcome what you said about in point number 2 about focusing on the other person, that's also the key to sales. A lot of people are
Right.
uncomfortable with sales. And as a sales coach, I help people get over that by doing exactly what you just said. Let's talk about, Andrea, all of the people that are waiting for you to help them. How dare we not get on video and share our information because they're waiting. So I love what you said. And I always think of how dare I not? How dare I take these gifts and talents that I was given and my desire to help other people and hide it under a barrel? That's not what we're here to do. So I love what you said. I love that. I've got more questions that I've written down. Let me look and see what they are. Oh, one of my questions was, and I get this question a lot, so I want to know your opinion. You and I both know the algorithm loves live video, but is pre-recorded video, could it still have its place? Does it still make an impact? Or, I mean, I think I know what you're going to say, but I want everybody to hear it from you.
Well, I mean, pre-recorded video does still have its place, but
Mhm.
I think live video has a power way beyond the fact that Facebook tells us that we should do it because of the algorithm. And there's a few reasons for it. When I do pre-recorded videos myself,
Mhm.
I slip into fake broadcaster mode. Remember like Mary Tyler Moore and Ted Baxter, and whenever he went on the air, he'd get in his Ted Baxter, I'm a broadcaster. I do that, and I
So
don't mean
funny.
to, and I really try hard not to, but I catch myself putting on the fake voice,
That's really funny.
and so I do that. Whereas when I go live, I might start off sometimes with a little bit fake voice, but then you just kind of get into like more conversational. So it makes you sound more like you.
Yeah.
The other thing is when you pre-record a video, so you record the video and then you look at the replay and you go, oh, I stumbled over a word. I'm going to record it again. Or,
Oh, yeah.
oh, I forgot to smile. I'm going to record it again.
Right.
Or, oh, I forgot to look at the camera. I was looking over here. I got to, and the next thing you know, it's like a week and a half. You've recorded the thing 100 times. you've gotten to the point where you don't even sound human anymore. You sound like a robot because you've said the same things over and over again, and you hate the content now because you've said it so many times, and you still don't have a video. Whereas if you go live, yes, you need to do some preparation. You don't want to just be pulling it out of your butt. You want to actually plan some things and know what you want to say.
Yeah.
But you're going to do that even if you pre-record, but then you go live and you've done it, and then you're ready to get on to the next one. So in the time it might take you to do one pre-recorded perfect video, you can do 7 videos if you wanted. Like, so you get more done faster. The other thing is, when I started doing videos, one of the things that held me up was the video editing software is complicated and it's confusing.
Yeah.
And if you go live, you can just ignore that. You just go live. You don't have. And I mean, down the road, once you get better at it, you might decide, okay, you know what? I've taken this live video that was really good, and maybe I want to edit it for YouTube, or I want to edit it for something else. You can do that, but you absolutely don't have to. You can just go live, and as long as you remember to hit the start broadcast, you're good. So it saves you a whole big step of learning how to edit video, because editing video is time consuming. It's frustrating, and it's not simple. I mean, there are some ways that you can make it better, but it's not simple. But live video, you just forget about it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, just roll with it. I love that. Okay, give us one hot tip on, okay, we've decided we're going to do the live video. What's a marketing strategy that we can use that maybe something we don't know or something we need to hear again?
Well, I mean, one of the things is, once you get in the hang of doing live videos, you want to then, even though it's a promotional tool, technically, like you're trying to build the know, like, and trust, you have to promote the heck out of your live videos.
Yeah.
So before you go live, like once you're no longer Natalie where you're thinking, I'm going to delete it as soon as I'm done. Once you're like, okay, this video is okay, I'm going to keep it up there, I'm going to let people see it. So beforehand, you need to schedule your live videos beforehand, and then like email your list, tell your Facebook group, post it on your LinkedIn profile, like tell the world, shout out to the world, I'm going live on Thursday at this time, and I'm talking about this. And you just tell the world, and you just kind of let it go. And then, depending on how committed you are, how important, you might even run some ads, whatever, you do it. And then when the video is over, that doesn't mean I'm done, because even I was on a video with somebody who I was watching her live video, and normally, like, she's got millions of followers, and normally she has thousands of comments and likes on her videos. And I joined live because she was teaching something I wanted to learn, and there was 8 people watching live. And I was like, what's going on? Like, only 8 people. She usually gets thousands of people. But I watched, it was great, whatever. And then the next morning, I was kind of like, I'm curious. And so I went and looked at her video, and sure enough, she had thousands of comments, because 95% of people are not going to watch the live video live. They're going to watch it on the replay. So go, even if nobody's there and you feel like you're just talking to yourself, go live, present what you're going to say. And then when you're done, promote the heck out of the video again. Say, hey, did you miss my live video yesterday? Here's a key nugget that I shared in it. Go and watch it to find out more. And you email your list, and you post it on Facebook and Instagram and wherever, and really get the most out of that time that you spent sharing your expertise and your enthusiasm and your personality. And
nice,
just work it.
Nice. I love it. As a marketing strategist, I love everything that you said. That's incredible. Okay, so I know we're bumping up on 30 minutes. I know you've got something really cool for everybody that's listening. Tell us what it is.
I created the Expert Entrepreneurs Live Video Checklist. And initially, I created it for me so that I wouldn't forget things when I go live. And, from simple things like remembering to brush your teeth so you don't go live with a big giant piece of spinach in your teeth, which, hello, I've done. You're remembering to actually hit go live, all those things. So I created it for me.
Yeah.
really, to make sure that I don't mess up my live broadcast so that I can be confident that once I hit go live, I can really focus on what I'm trying to say
Mhm.
rather than be worrying, is it actually gone? Do I have something wrong with my teeth or
Right.
whatever? So I created it for me. And then I thought, well, I can't just hoard it. I have to share it. So
Right.
that's what it is. It's nice and simple. It's something you can print out and keep in front of you. So when you're ready to go live or when you're starting to plan, you can have all the pieces in place and then you can be confident that when you're going live,
Mhm.
at least all those stuff are right. And then you just have to focus on what you're saying,
Yeah.
which is so much easier than trying to focus on 47 different things while you're trying to talk.
That is so valuable. I mean, you just don't think about doing it, but it makes perfect sense. And I know Jill has the link to that, and she's going to pop that in the chat here on Facebook, and I will make sure that it gets over into the show notes on YouTube as well. Jill,
Excellent.
Jill and I also have a free gift for everybody that it goes along with everything Andrea has told us. When I decided to go live weekly in this Facebook group and on my business page, and next week we're going to start on LinkedIn and YouTube, I needed a way. Like, so this goes along with Andrea because it's kind of a checklist also. But I needed a way to map out my topics that I wanted to talk about with ease, and also not forget any of the great ideas I thought of, because we all know we get our best ideas, at 2 a.m. in the morning, or out walking the dog, or in the shower, or driving the car, or whatever. And I was like, I've got to capture some of this stuff. So I developed a method to organize all of the topics that I was going to do, which then feeds into what I'm going to post on social media, because you'll see social media posts repurposing that live content with tips that I did in the live training. And you can create 90 days of social media topics, live topics in only 30 minutes. So go to tracybeavers.com/social to grab that. It goes right along with what Andrea is saying. You can map out your topics with that and then grab her checklist so that when you're ready to go live, you've got her checklist right there. So Andrea, thank you so much for being here with us today. And you guys, if you have more questions for her, she is in our Facebook group. She and I are also connected on through our personal Facebook profiles. She's on LinkedIn. She's in the top 5% of LinkedIn profiles ever, which is awesome. So she's highly visible and easy to find. But if you can't find her for some reason, DM me and I will connect you guys so that she can help you just finally overcome all of the mental roadblocks and stuff, and help you figure out how to do this live video thing and the logistics of it too. She's going to make it easy on you. And so that brings me to my next point. You hear me say this every week. Let's make it easy to build our businesses by making it easy for everyone to see who we are, what we do, how they can buy from us or hire us, and use live video to get those things done. And in order to get the visibility you seek and those new clients that you want, you've got to get out there. You've got to make sure that people know exactly who you are and what you do and how they can connect with you. And that's what I teach. And you can jump into our Facebook group. If you are not in our Facebook group, let me tell you why you need to be in here, because you can promote yourself, you can promote your offers, showcase your expertise, support other people. And through that, people are going to get to know you and know how wonderful you are, how knowledgeable you are, how kind you are. They're going to want to connect with you, and then they're going to want to hire you. So I hope these tips have helped you. As always, I want to know, what do you want to learn more about? Is there a guest expert out there that I can bring in that would bring you the content that you need? And I know that if you're loving this content, you're going to want to join me next week. Every Thursday, I go live at 11:30 Central. So put it on your calendar, set your phone alarm, because I want you to join me. And the other thing I want to leave you with is also something I say every week, but it's so important to remember. Don't go it alone. Being an entrepreneur is freaking hard. And some days everybody wants to buy what you're selling, and other days nobody can remember your name. And if you think you're alone, you're not. It doesn't matter if you're on day one, hour one of being an entrepreneur, or if you're 15 years in and making $70 million a year. Everybody still feels the same. And when you're ready for strategies that are going to get you more visible, help you break through this really loud online space so you can grow your audience and your email list and get that consistent monthly income you want, reach out and set a free info call, and let's talk about what coaching with me looks like. I want you to have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So we've got to keep connected and supporting each other and cheering each other on. So I'm going to check the comments really fast, Andrea, just to make sure if anybody had a question, we grab that for them. Jill popped the Business Visibility Made Easy waitlist link into the chat. Judy's here. Hey, Judy. Awesome. And then, oh, Sarah likes my Christmas tree. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah said she needed to hear that reminder, Andrea, that you shared with us at the beginning of you've got a unique way of showing up in the world. And how dare we not, use our gifts and talents. So awesome, Sarah. That's good. I know it's a good reminder for me as well. And somebody said, and it just says Facebook user, so I can't see, but they said they pre-record their videos. They don't ever watch them. They treat it just like a live and they post it and they don't ever re-record. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. But like we were talking about, if we can get to that live thing, that's what the algorithm really, really loves. But, doing a pre-recorded, I guess, do you think that would be better than nothing at all, Andrea?
Absolutely. I mean, everything you do that involves video, you're probably ahead of all the people who've never even started. So, it's progress, not perfection.
That is the perfect way to end this. I love it. Okay, my friends, have a great balance of the week and weekend. I'm going to see you next week at 11:30 Central here again. And Andrea, thank you so much.
Thank you.